Hey there, I'm Eric Tennant, and welcome to the solar e-bike trailer update. I think this is number 10. So this is my 1,000-watt e-bike, and it has 200-watt solar panel on the back here. So it's pretty simple. Pretty much I slapped a solar panel on a trailer and added a control box to it and wired it up the most efficient way you possibly could. So basically, I want to show you guys how to I pack this thing away when I'm out on an adventure and I need to get it back home, or the other way around if I'm back home and I want to fly it somewhere. So this is the solar lid here. As you can see, it is a flexible panel, and the reason I went with that is because, well, this is one of the best flexible panels on earth. It's Arch Pro. Found in the description below. I do make a little bit of commission if you buy them, and yeah, I am recommending this one. It's the best I know. They have like a 5-year warranty on it. And then I built the frame underneath it, and that's to make it rigid, and so it's able to collect the sunlight evenly, so it's most efficient. It also keeps it from getting the crap beat out of it. And then recently, yeah, I'm running stainless steel hinges on the back. That's a recent upgrade from aluminum. So it's pretty easy to get this thing packed away. I have my box here, which is basically the case for the top of that. Long ago, I equipped my bike with the tools to be able to work on it. In here, I got my ratchet. I got a chain tool over here, and on this one, I got my plugs for my tires. So for this operation, I will need my ratchet. So yeah, there it is. I think this guy costs like 70 bucks. Yeah, I'll put that down in the description too. I recommend it. It is kind of like overpriced in my opinion, but I'd still buy it. That's kind of odd to say, huh? Anyways. Oh, but first, I need to disconnect the wires. It hooks up with your normal MC4s that come with the solar panel pretty much. I just got to pull these two clips here and disconnect it. And no, I don't have the little tool, so I'm gonna squeeze my little fingers in there. My little fingers, gotta get them in there. There we go. And that one's unplugged. And of course I have rear lighting on it, so there's a bullet in here I gotta disconnect. And it is connected into my control box here, which is underneath my box here. So yeah, it's on the underside. It's really kind of hard for me to show, but yeah, I can have to reach my hand up in there, and ta-da, there's that bullet I unplugged. Anybody curious of my MPPT is a charge controller for this solar panel that's kicking over to the 48 volts. I use this Jenison here. Yes, it is really pricey, but it is one of the best in the market. Why is it the best? Because it has the best conversion rate and it weighs almost nothing. All right, now to get the panel off, I'll need to take it out on a date and talk to it real sweetly, and then I'll just rub it, and that should work to get it off. So yeah, dude, seriously, to get it off, there's 6 bolts along here with the hinges, and what I'm going to do is I'm actually not taking them off. I just back them off and I'm getting them loose. The reason I'm doing that is each one of these hinges actually slides off its master hinge. Master hinge, its other hinge, its hinge partner. There we go. It slides off its hinge partner. So it should be fairly quick operation here. Let's see, do it non-edited. We'll see how long this actually takes. If it takes too long, I'll just bore everybody in the leaf, and it'll be the end of it. I won't make any ad revenue. You know, some people are kind of sensitive against ads. Sorry about that. Brother gotta eat. All right. Okay, and now, voila! The hinges slide, just like so. That one's a little stiff. That's what she said, right? Okay. There we go. Now, I can just take the whole panel and remove it. And then, yeah, it's just pretty much saved the original box that it was in. And oh, I forgot to take off the plate. And yeah, it usually helps to remove these before I start this step, but hey, you know, just like so. And now I got a camera holder I need. Now the license plate and everything, I just take it and I tape it down to the unit. Ta-da! Look at that. stuck a lot better before the solar panel was dirty, but that kind of happens on adventures. I just gotta taper up. It's a little bit bigger than its original box, but it does still squeeze in there, I found. Just takes a little bit of convincing. So yeah, the next part's pretty simple. I just gotta take my bags here, clip them. There we go, look at that. Got that panniard removed. That over there. Now the next step is pretty simple actually. I just come in here and just start unplugging everything. There we go. So got that part all disconnected, and yeah, that's for anybody, it's the first time watching, that's a control box I've custom made. For me to be able to populate and sell it out, yeah, it'd be over $400, believe it or not. Half of that's labor, half of that's the parts. So now we got my burly bumper. I can just take that. Oh, almost forgot a step. Got to take my little LEDs down here and unclip them. There we go. Now I can pull it all the way up. Ta-da! So now the next thing I like to do is I like to remove this back pin here, and that'll get that. Ah, damn it, guys. I guess this will have to be continued. Computer, in simulation. Computer, start messy garage simulation. Okay, back in the garage now. Need to, need to get my laundry out for my wife so she can wash that stuff so it don't stink next time I use it. Okay, that's laundry. Oh no, left a dirty dish in there the whole time. I gotta get my camping pot out and clean that, refill the gas. Ooh, the next upgrade I pretty much did to the trailer. I'll show you guys on my buddies, but I moved the charge controller, was sitting there. I moved it down under to here. This is waterproof, so I don't have to worry about it getting wet, and that pretty much saves up any of the cab space that was taken from it. I was really worried about it getting broke off there. The zip ties were constantly breaking. It was moving around, and I was worried about the wires getting stressed out and then having no charge controller. So I'll show you guys real quick how I did that. I'll go ahead and open her up. Yeah, there you go. There you can see, that's just miscellaneous stuff there being stored. There you can see the charge controller for the solar. Yeah, the zip ties are constantly breaking. You go to pack your gear, this is moving around constantly. So yeah, I'm gonna put it down under there and show you guys how I did that. So the first thing we gotta do is I'm gonna come in here and cut these zip ties, remove it off from here. Bam. So now, this is my custom back bumper. I made for it with my control box there. And no, you cannot have the model for this one. You'd have to buy it from me. Anyways, to go ahead and loosen this one here. And yeah, guys, I give away a lot of my designs out for free. I have some burly feet for this thing that I created. I give those out for free. I have little clips, give those out for free. Pretty much give everything out for free, except for this control box. It took me quite a bit of work to put this together, and I really don't want to show somebody how to wire it, to tell you the truth. So yeah, it would, well, it cost me about $200. It's about $200 in labor to put it together. It takes me quite a while to assemble it and everything. So anyways, so we got our custom bumper off here. Ta-da! You can see the LED wiring and everything there. So this is pretty basic. It just, let's do it this way. Comes in and it just rests right in there, just like that. Oh, I'm not sliding back all the way. There we go. Yep. And then basically by bolting that down, that unit is in there securely, just like that. I do like to put a little bit of a padded tape on the back. It's a double-sided tape. It's just pretty much to keep pressure up against the unit so it doesn't come back out as soon as I find it. Yeah, just come in and I put this in, and that's basically to give it a little bit more pressure up against it. so it doesn't shift around so easy. Yeah, literally just like that. And I leave the other side of the tape on because, well, I want this to be maintainable. If I didn't, yeah, otherwise you'd have to pick everything out. This is fine, it holds it in there plenty secure. And as far as the unit turning to get out, it physically can't, so yep. Good times. Good times. Just like that. Put her cover back in. Nice. And we're gonna bolt her right back down. As you see, it's nice and locked in there. Nice, decent. Not bad. Definitely need to, yeah, these may need extended. That is a little short there. Yeah, I would prefer to route them down and under. Yeah, definitely need some wire rerouting. I'd be afraid of all this come unplugged right there. See how I got it on mine over here. Okay, yeah, that looks a lot cleaner. Yeah, I gotta work on his wires quite a bit. Shit. I need to pull my solar lid out of its box so I can replace that nylon pieces that I put on. I'm gonna switch them back to aluminum. There she is. There's the solar lid. And yeah, the nylon broke, I believe. There she is. Clean snap on that side. Oh wow. And over there. It was a double break. It broke there and it broke there. So I don't actually have to take this out of the box, which is really convenient for me. So I'm just gonna remove these two pieces and replace them with my old aluminum ones. Here's a funny one that wouldn't break. That one's made out of TPU, but yeah, it's not gonna hold its shape is the problem. And there we go. There's my two original pieces that I replaced with nylon. Yeah, I'm gonna swap them back in. And guys, I know this may offend a few of you. I don't mean to tick any of you off, but I'm also a viewer of Tyler's. I'm also we email each other back and forth. I let them know about different technology and things like that. But I'm going to tell you this much: you're not going to want to put one of these Arch Pros just directly back onto your trailer like Tyler Rose or the Loaded Pickle does there, because the reason for that is the first time you go to crash, if these cells fold whatsoever, it's going to break them in half. With all the bypass diodes and shade resistance, if you snap it that much, yeah, it's going to seriously cut into your production. So this is the reason I built this 2020 rail around it, gave it a frame. And a lot of people are, why don't you just go with the glass panel? Yeah, because that's 10 pounds heavier than this whole setup. And if you crash with glass, once again, it's not glass, crash proof. The first time you crashed on it, that glass would spider through. There would go your production because of all the broken glass. So this is why I build the 2020 railing onto it. It keeps the panel real secure. And yeah, I unfortunately have crashed with it a couple times. My Vegas tour was probably the worst one with it on a good old 89A there. But yeah, it handled fine. It came along the side, it slid on the rail, and that was it. It was perfect, didn't hurt the panel whatsoever, and I was able to continue on hundreds and hundreds of miles still. So yeah, if you guys are gonna do these solar trailers like this, definitely build some kind of railing system around it, or yeah, you're gonna end up snapping your panels. Tyler, dude, you're gonna snap your panels again, man. But it's all good. You're killing it on YouTube. I've never seen anybody grow from the bottom so quick. So yeah, you're rage baiting everybody with your dual trailers. That's awesome. But yeah, I can't do daily content like that. I could do quite a few videos a week, but wow, one every day, nonstop, never taking a break. No, man, I need a break from editing every once in a while. The doing this stuff, man, yeah, this is fun, but the editing, it's office work, guys. It's yeah, I'm not sure how Tyler does it every night. He's out there surviving and editing at the same time. I'll give him props for that, because by the end of the day, yeah, all I want to do is cook my food and crawl in my tent. One more of these to swap. And then this upgrade is good, or I guess back grade? Yeah, switching it back to what it was. Actually, I do see another upgrade I want to run. Little material science here, but if I can get the piece out, let's take it all the way out. There we go. Oh, okay. So you see, that is actually cracked right there. So what I'm gonna do is, instead of this being out of PET G, I'm gonna print these out of, I'm gonna do these out of TPU. I'll do at least the front two ones out of TPU as test parts. Yeah, that way I only have to swap the two out, and then if they're good, I'll go around both trailers. I'll replace all these, because I don't like it when things break, because that's not cool. Because if you're way out somewhere and it breaks, sometimes you have no way of actually fixing it. Take my little end cap off there. Yeah, I've switched a lot of things, like these end caps here. These are actually made out of TPU. May actually make a couple more of those additionally too. Okay, let's pull this out of here. Hey, oh geez. Okay. Well, yeah, that was definitely broke, huh? For sure. Yeah. Bam, right at the layer lines. Yeah, nylon is really hard to print. I know if you can get the layers hot enough. But that is a definite fail there. Throw that away. And now, you just slide it back on. Yeah, man, 2020. These are adult Legos, guys. I love this stuff. Very easy to work with. If you have to replace a part, it's not really much trouble whatsoever. Nothing but good stuff to say about it. It's a little pricey, but well worth it. I mean, man, I've been beating this same set of 2020 up since the Las Vegas tour, so nice. All right, now I just got to bolt that back on. And oh yeah, and then print the TPU clips like this. Yep. Good times. Some of the 2020 down in the description below. You need that, and then the elbow pieces. And you're gonna want to use steel hinges. Don't use aluminum. I learned that lesson a couple times actually. Yeah, this is good. All right, got my TPU parts here. Let's pop them off. If you guys actually do 3D printing, you'll know how much of a pain in the butt TPU can be. I've taken my printer out several times with the stuff. Unbelievable amount of failures. Just hard stuff on the printer, but it does make parts that don't say they bend, they don't break. But yeah, the better the material, the more of the pain in the butt it usually tends to be to print. It's kind of a rule of thumb. Just gauge what that sound is. That's my Garvey air conditioner. So yeah, I'm in Phoenix, Arizona, and we get, well, I like to say hotter than hell, pretty much. All right, got the new parts. Bam. So let's see, they're just a copy of that, made a little bit wider. I did increase the model size. Just gotta swap these parts. Sweet. Definitely really squishy. I don't know. I have to take them out on official tests and see how they hold up. The test will tell. If not, I can switch back to, I believe those were just PET G. So yeah, I can try nylon. That's the other one to try. Of course, I want to cook it really, really hard so it doesn't break like my other nylon part. That's not the broken one, but yeah. Oh, there it is. Yeah. And of course, my back tire has like 3 psi, it feels like. So yeah, I'm gonna add some stands, sealant into that, seal that up real quick. Because yeah, it's tubeless, but it dries up, so you got to keep buying this. It will end up costing you more than tubes if you think you should save money with it. But it has saved me from like 80% of headaches, and you can plug your tires like a car tire, then the little bacon piece. So yeah, I figured losing that much air, it needs, yeah, basically it needs more. That should fix it right up. Ta-da! I got the valve stem. Let's go ahead and inspect it. It's not bad. A little bit of sealant up in there, but nothing I'm gonna cry about. And stands doesn't come with any kind of injector or anything. It's nice of them. Pretty much I take this, just pull that all the way out like that, and that down in there on the valve stem. Boop. Okay, she's on the tire. Now I pretty much just fill this up and then put the plunger back in, and wada bing, wada bam. Bob's your uncle. Okay. Oh, I got milked. And you don't do that. Yeah, don't. We got sealant in there. Yeah, this tire probably have this last tour left in on her, and then I'm gonna go for another half a syringe on that. I fucking hate flats. Showered yet today, as you can tell by my hair, so not a big deal. Let's put that in and fill her up. There we go. Now she's good and juiced. She got fresh stuff. Now I need to take this to my sink and rinse it out, or that stem would never work again. It's like $20 for this heroin looking thing. But I'm gonna put in the core. Bam. Guess it's pretty cool. Some of the tubeless kits, because this whole stem, that just goes in there and there's a rubber stop on the other end. Some of them come on with these caps like this. Really convenient. It's got the tool on it to remove the valve core, which is needed. All right, got my Psych Plus pump here. It's a good little pump. Last one only ended up cooking the thing like. But that said, they do warranty them for a couple of years, so I got another one. Yay! I was all bummed out. I was like, they're not going to give me one for just a review swap. Yep, they did. So, yeah, I did it for, they called that back then, gifted reviews. Yeah, I like to charge these guys now. I gotta eat, man. And this is definitely a full-time job now. Actually, I have 3 channels, guys. If you're watching, yeah, of course, Eric Tennant, and then I have Shoppable Madness. That's where I dump a lot of the products onto, anything that doesn't really fit this channel. And then, I don't know, we want to go higher than 40. Come on, there we go. Like that. And then I have Does Plastic. That's for, I do a lot of plastic stuff on that. All right. Yeah, there we go. That's definitely true pressure now. And there went my lights. Oh, smart house, dumbass. There we go. Almost a girl. There we go. Whew. Damn, those get hot. This is the nature of the beast when dealing with compressors. Oof. Hot. Yeah, it drains 1 bar for a mountain bike tire on one of these. So you can get about your front and the back if they were all the way flat. If you're trying to go up to these massive pressures, these are what I consider road pressures. And then when I'm on dirt, obviously, I make them a lot softer than that. That's, yeah, I mean, it'll still grip. These Maxxis tires aren't bad, so. Nice. So that one's good. There is my front, I think, for this next tour. Yeah, it's gonna be half dirt, so. Yeah, I would like to take my road tires, my Gravel Kings, but I would rather have superior grip. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm gonna put this one on. Oh wow, that one's that's the same ballpark. So I'm gonna put fluid on that one too. Yeah, that tubeless tire sold in perfect. Of course, I haven't taken that one as gnarly of places as this one. All right, let's go ahead and pop that off, and we're just gonna do a front tire swap. All right, lefty loosey. There we go. Yeah, they get a little wedged on there. This is what you call a thru-axle. This is pretty much, I'd say, the best of the technologies where they've ended up. You used to have the big old bolt you'd have to take off. Those were a pain to align, and a lot of times your tire would get out of alignment, which is funny because back then you also had rim brakes, which really needed alignment. But anyways, yeah. So you pull a whole inner axle out, pop, just like that. And yeah, these are much more secure. After my LA tour where I had quick release, the in-between technology, not a good one. I would save the bolt on before they go with the quick release. I mean, I guess you're never off-roading or anything, they're fine. But yeah, they can snap. They also, I've had the front tire one come loose on me quite a bit. So here we go with the front tire. See how well I can do the swap here without having to put it on a stand. I have to take the battery out and everything for it to, my particular bike stand to hold it. Wow, look at that. No problem. Then we just got to line up the brake. I think I got it in there. Get in there. The brake in there, right? Yep, brake's in there. That's really the hardest part to all that. And then, whoop. Look at that. It falls right into place. I'll show you on the other tire. It has these caps right here which sink right into the fork, and then they line up perfectly. There's no fighting it or anything to try to figure out where it goes. So now we push the axle back in. Sometimes you got to wiggle things. There we go. Bolt it back on. Easy peasy. And that's my smart house turned the lights off on me again. Man, I thought I called you a smart house, not a dumb house. You can wave your arms. There we go. Wasn't moving enough. Oh, there we go. Now our tire is on. I just got to get my tool free. Maybe. There we go. All right. She's been mountain bikeized. Sweet. Definitely gonna get my my backup wheel, which is a little bit more expensive than having a front backup, but yeah, I have to get a new cassette and everything for it. But yeah, I'm gonna get a backup one. So when I'm switching between road and my gravel or mountain bike tires, I don't have to swap the tire off the rim. It's a new light bar for the trailer. Well, once I build it all the way. So that's like the deflector there. And then, yeah, we'll be using LED strips, cut the length in there, just like that. Perfect. Yep, so I'm gonna actually only put that many because that's kind of how they fit. Cut it right on the little scissor mark where it shows to cut. And snip up. Peel back this silicone. Don't want that anywhere near your solder. I found when you're doing these, it'll seriously screws up the connection. There we go. So yeah, attach wires through it, feed them through that little hole, and then, yep. All right, looks like a decent connection there. Take off my little sticky back here. Woo-cha! And see, wires go that way. Probably should put them through said hole. Just a matter of trying to get the lights to be center. May have to put a touch bit of silicone just to seal it up around the sides, but it looks pretty good. Sweet. There you go. Got a 12-volt battery to test it with. All right, so my yellow is my positive. And my white is my negative. Simple enough. Let's see if they light up. That one goes right there. That one goes, yay! And they work. Sweet. So now I just got two wired into the solar trailer. And well, I got to remove the old one first. So look at that. Wow, just clips right off. Probably give that a bath. Last tour it definitely got a bit of crap on it, but yeah, I love this plate. It's glow in the dark. It's awesome. And it's lasted through a tour. Most of my plates, they don't actually ever make it through a tour. That's I think the second time that's happened. I don't know. I've done so many of these guys, I'm losing track. With that, I'm just getting old and senile. A little bit of both, maybe. Okay, so, okay, I gotta take the bolts off because it's gotta pass the bolts through there. Sweet, okay. I'll be back. I'm gonna go wash the plate. That's better. All right, now, oh, need the bracket. Put the bracket on, line the holes up roughly, push this one on. This one is a little bit stiffer than that last one I just took it off of, so it seems. Perfect. Okay. Screw that corner. Can't even tell it broke. It's perfect. We need to put a washer behind that actually for the bolt, just so it's not trying to pull the plate further in there. Yeah, because this was acting kind of as a washer. Yeah, I'll get a washer for it. All right, got the bolts pre-installed on it. So pretty much what I need to do is come in here. I'll strip these a hell of a lot shorter, and then I'll just cut into the positive and negative right there, and I'll strip these back, and then yeah, I'll join them together. Wada bing, wada boom. Time. Yep. Nah, I clean it at camp. It'll be all right. Like triggering everybody with the dirty panel anyways, and still having so much efficiency I can travel hundreds of miles. All right, now I just got to seal it back up in its tomb. And yeah, Tyler should be all right with his double solar panels, 200 watt on each one, as long as he doesn't crash. So as far as he's told me, he's been in like 3 crashes in like a little over a year, so hopefully in 100 days he doesn't break his anything. But yeah, that's why I build the extruded aluminum onto it. Nice. But yeah guys, I squeeze every ounce of energy out of this thing. Like every drop. Like the efficiency between like my e-bike and the solar panel, I'm only losing like, I doubt it's even 2% of my energy. So yeah, it's pretty much how I'm doing that is I'm converting back to anywhere to AC. So anytime you do that, yeah, you're gonna have a 10 to 20% energy loss. So I want to thank you guys for watching. Make sure you stay tuned for that tour. That's gonna be an awesome one. Of course, I think right now I'm doing the, what is that series? Oh, the Monterey series, the Sea Otter Classic, where I was hosting that. Yeah, I'm doing that one. So I gotta slam that one out real quick, and then yeah, I'll be on to the White Mountain Solar Tour. Yeah, guys, I'll be up to like 9,000 feet with this solar panel. It's gonna be awesome. I love it up there. It's nice and cool. It's right down here in the valley right now. It is hot as hell. Anyways, till next time, take it easy.